the Incinerator Trooper. Incinerator Trooper armour was expectantly heat resistant and bore red markings in order to indicate their speciality. Hello and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we're reviewing the Mandalorian Incinerator Trooper. This guy's first appearance in the show was the end of the last season, and his actual first ever appearance was in Force Unleashed on the old PlayStation 2 and Xbox way back when. So now they're kind of made in canon, and now he's tumbleweed over into the Black Series line, which is fantastic. It's a great way for old legends to carry on into canon. Now, I picked this guy up for $19.99 from Jedi Archive Store, which is the description down below. You can actually contact them on Instagram, and I must admit they're going to be my new supplier because they are fantastic with customer service, and I highly recommend. They do worldwide shipping as well, but they're based in the UK. So yeah, go check them out, and great sort of prices as well. They even do 3D parts and other bits for customs, and also those little legions as well. So here he is, all in his sort of like nice fine packaging. We've got him here on the side with this picture with this kind of orange sort of bronze shining through, which is the packaging for the Mandalorian figures. Here's number 3 in the wave. We've got his bio and his picture again, with the line carrying through the box straight back to the front again. So without further ado, let's just crack this bad boy open. Okay, so here he is in his blister pack, and I must admit, taking him out, the red really pops. It looks fantastic. And as you know, I loved this sculpt before, and I created a shock trooper in the red. So he'll be making an appearance on this, because I want to try and make them very similar with the same kind of chip-ins and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll put him in here as well. So anyway, we'll take him out for our first impressions. Looking pretty cool, and I'm glad I've got another one of these sculpts. So I'm going to take them away and take some pictures, and we'll see you in a moment. So welcome back. We've been away and we've taken his photos. And what can I say about this guy? Well, first of all, he's made of the new Stormtrooper sculpt, which makes this guy amazing straight away. But he comes with a big, massive, badass flamethrower. Even better. And he comes from the Mandalorian. Well, what more could you want? Just go out and get him, to be honest, right now. There's no point even sort of watching the review. But if you're still undecisive, then let's just carry on. So first of all, this guy comes with kind of 2 accessories in a way. The jetpack, well, the backpack, kind of flamethrower, it's all kind of one accessory. But it comes with this beautiful flame effect. And it's really nice that Hasbro have actually included this, because we don't really get this kind of sort of thing with our figures. So it's made of like a sort of like a gummy sort of transparent plastic that reflects the light, and it kind of descends from this orange into this bright bulbous red at the bottom. It fits on the actual gun itself, with just fitting underneath onto these kind of the gas bits that sort of stick out, and we can just easily remove it by just pulling it. The size of it as well is pretty impressive as well. It's quite a nice size, and as you can see, we've got these 2 little stumpy bits that stick out, and we've got 2 holes and then a bigger hole here, and we just can fit that over the top, which fits straight back on. Removing that, we can go to the gun itself. Unfortunately, he can't hold it underneath, so it is a bit annoying that you're trying to sort of pose him, and he doesn't really hold it in a way, so you've got to kind of rest his hand on it. But looking at the gun itself, it's made of this sort of like gunmetal grey, which I feel like Hasbro have kind of cheaped out. They've not painted it or weathered it at all. But all the details on there, we've got the sort of like the grills, the vents, the grips, you know, the bolts and the screws on the stock there, and so it's looking pretty cool. and at the front part as well. We've got these wires that kind of lead around down into the actual backpack itself, that lead around to the bottom. And Hasbro again have kind of cheated out because, or just got things slightly wrong. This is actually upside down, so it kind of needs twisting, but we can't really twist it around because it's all kind of attached in a certain way. So it will need a bit of a modification really to get it correct. There's kind of some black paint, red paint on here missing as well, so it just needs a little bit extra tender loving care to bring it up to date. It's held together at the top here by these little clamps, which do kind of pop out now and again, so it would be nice if these were actually just stuck in place in a way, so without that kind of annoying, because the gun's really big. But then we've got the flame effect, which is kind of even heavier, so he's a bit top heavy as it is. When you try and sort of like actually sort of putting him into a pose, this kind of comes undone, and you know, it just all goes all over the place. But with these pipes, they come through here up into there, and actually we can actually pop that one out, and then we can pop this larger part out as well, and making the gun removable. So we can actually take the gun out, put that over there. And the actual backpack as well is not really 100% removable. It is kind of held in together at the bottom with this sort of ball joint kind of peg that's in the bottom down there, so we couldn't even twist it around easily. I have removed this before now. It is a bit annoying to get it back in, so just due for the sort of review purposes, I will actually take this and remove it. So it just pops out like that, so we can actually get to the actual figure itself. And as you can see, the actual sort of strapping around into the nice beautiful painted pauldron. I just love the red on that. It just looks like a leathery red, and it pops really nice. And that's his accessories really. That's everything that he's got. And then just going on to the main part, which is his articulation, and it's just the Stormtrooper that we getting to know and love, to be honest. So his head movement can go left, right, look down, look up. We've got a bit of a rocker in there as well. We've got a rotation as well at the top here. We have got a butterfly joint inside here. We've got a rotation at the elbow. It's on a single jointed elbow bend, but goes up way more than 90 degrees. We've got a rotation at the wrist, which is on a hinge. We've got a swivel at the waist, and he can look down this far and look back up this far. His legs can come out this wide. You can kick forward this far, back, and we've got a swivel here at the knee. We've got a single jointed knee that comes up this far, and we've got the rocker and a pivot at the ankle. So all in all, we've got the articulation there. We've actually got a decent Stormtrooper again, and he's looking pretty cool and badass, and we've got another Stormtrooper to add to the shelf. So in all, we can look at his actual sculpt. I'm lucky again that I've got a decent sort of Stormtrooper sculpt on there. I haven't seen a lot of people saying that they got bad manipulated helmets as much as they had with the other one, but this is just coming out sort of in more mass production, so I guess we've just got to hold our tongue on that one. So yeah, with the paint, we've got the bit of the red chipping over here going over to the halfway mark on his helmet. Underneath, we've got that clone head again inside that helmet. The pauldron and like the red swivel around here, we've got all that nice chipping that Hasbro actually included this time. The red all goes around on his arms and around on his shoulder blade. Nothing really much going on the back. The thermal detonator is not even painted with the grey either. And then around on the red on the other side. And then the top of the thighs. And then down on the ankles as well, where they got this kind of sort of like mark going on, but only on the inside of the actual figure itself. And then obviously a red knee plate. So all in all, this guy is pretty cool. It's pretty perfect, to be honest, because he just matches this guy. And soon we will get another Stormtrooper from the Mandalorian, which is the Remnant, which is going to be more of this guy, but just slightly a little bit more kind of dirty and weathered with all the sand. And in the meantime, I've gone off and tried to make my shock trooper a little bit more like the guy on the end, with a few more chippings and everything in place. So my little squadron of these new sculpts is coming along very nicely, and I absolutely love it. So if I was you, I'll go out there, spend 20 quid right now and purchase this guy. It might be a bit harder to get as it's coming up for Christmas. Mandalorian's in its kind of sort of prime time at the moment, so I think it might be a little bit general to get hold of him, same as this Stormtrooper here, to be honest. So guys, girls, thank you once again for joining me on this one. It's brought me to the end of the video. You can follow me on Instagram, which is in the description down below. You can comment, ding the bell, subscribe and all that. And until next time, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.